the land of the free because of the brave. And so we ask by your grace that you would bring them home soon and safe. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
All right, everybody, welcome. We're here tonight with PASKY Slam Cake Vapes Truck Series here at Daytona International Speedway. These guys are just finishing up qualifies, about 2 minutes left. I believe everybody has run their laps, so let's pull up the qualifying top 10. So far, Michael Atkins Jr. is up here in the top in the number 48. Then you got Jeff Hollingsworth, Byron Rodney, Francois Pelletier, Tanner Coster, Brandon Stokes, Ryan Truex, Stephen Parks, Willie Glynn, and David Bigger rounding out your top 10 in qualify. Should be a pretty good race here tonight. We were here Friday night in the Grand Nationals and had a pretty good race. A lot of racing going on. Good finish. Hopefully we see the same thing here again tonight. Now, right now, these guys are in the driver's meeting. There's just about a minute and a half before we get going green here and bring you the grid. Tonight is brought to you by Slam Cake Vapes Truck Series. Go to Slam Cake Vapes website. If you're into vaping, they got lots of good stuff on there. Good prices, good quality stuff. Go check them out. I believe the link should be in the YouTube chat underneath the video, so go check them out. Appreciate them coming on board. I will be here alone tonight, so I'll do my best to try and keep up with the action and make it I guess best I can. Steven's out there racing, and Wingnuts got something else he's got to do tonight, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes pretty good. We got about 24 seconds. The weather's probably going to change, but right now we got a track temperature of 87 degrees, mostly cloudy, air temperature of 70. Hopefully there's a lot of grip out on the track here tonight, and hopefully we can keep this thing going. Get some nice long green flag runs, get some green flag pit stops, and bring you the action here. I believe there'll be 30 drivers out here tonight, so that's definitely a good size field. All right, looks like we're getting ready to fire these things up here. Get these guys going. Let me see if I can find a good camera. There we go. All right, while these guys get ready, we're going to run over the grid. You got Michael Atkins Jr. in the top spot on the pole, so congratulations to Michael on that one. Jeff Hollingsworth's going to roll off second. Third is going to be Chris Bouchard. Byron Rodney rolling off fourth. Fifth is going to be Francois Pelletier. Tanner Coster is going to roll off sixth. 7th will be Brandon Stokes. 8th is going to be Ryan Truex. Stephen Park's going to roll off 9th. Willie Glenn rolls off 10th. 11th will be David Bigger. Ray Black Jr. is going to roll off 12th. 13th is Kevin Paskowich. 14th is Nate Siefker. 15th is Robert Dudley. Johnny Antonucci going to roll off 16th tonight. 17th will be James McDavid. Corey Budnot going to run 18th. 19th is Ron Hollyfield. Bob Lacavara rounding out the top 20. 21st will be Sam Cooper Bennett. Mike Whitaker will roll off 22nd. 23rd is Lonnie Barrington. Jack Merkel is 24th. 25th is going to be Matthew Terrell. Mike Warren, 27th. 28th is Chad Witt. 29th is Hoot Baker. And 30th, rounding out the field, is going to be Matt Burkhardt. Like I said, pretty big field out here tonight. But let's see if we can catch up with our leader here. As I can find him in this list. There we go, Michael Atkins Jr. All right, we have 100 laps here tonight. No stages, straight through racing. So sit tight. Hopefully we got a decent run for you here. A lot of trucks out there tonight. Look at that field. That looks really nice. So Michael Atkins Jr. got the inside line. Going to be bringing these guys to green. These car lights are off, and we're going to be getting ready to go green here in a minute for 100 laps here at Daytona in the Slam Cake Vapes Truck Series here at PASKY's. Yes, sir. Same one. All right, pace car is in, and the green flag is out. Pretty good, clean start. What we got going up here in the front, we got some shuffling around going. We got a couple guys underneath the yellow line already. Oh, we got a wreck, the 49 going around. Not too bad. A lot of guys able to slow down in time. I did not see what happened, so we'll jump back and find out what exactly went on. Not really sure what happened here. We'll keep an eye on the 49 there on the inside. See the 57 go down underneath the line. Somebody else jumps down. I believe that was the 21. And not sure if the 49 got clipped and sent up. If I can find a better angle here. Oh, yeah, yep. They were going to get ready to go 3 wide, and he ended up getting turned up into the wall. Not too bad, though. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot more drivers involved, so we'll count that one fortunate. We'll wait and see what happens here, but it's scoring Jeff Hollingsworth as your leader now. So Jeff got to the line first. We're coming to lap 2. Let's see. Who all was involved in that. Don't see anybody towing, so we'll just probably see guys come down pit road, try to get some repairs done. What happened to Michael Atkins Jr.? He's all the way back here in 9th. Looks like he might have a little bit of right side damage, so something must have happened to him. I thought the wreck was a little bit further behind. We do have some guys coming down pit road. Willie Glenn, Michael Atkins Jr., Chris Bouchard, Steve Parks, Bob Lacavera, Ananucci, Budnat, Holyfield, McDavid, Dudley. Go back up here by Byron Rodney in the number 75 right now, sitting in third. Tanner Coster in the 97 right in front of him in second. Hollingsworth's got the lead. You got Ryan Truex in fourth in the number 24. Fifth, you got Francois Pelletier. And then Brandon Stokes back here in the 21 and seventh. Ray Black Jr. in, Brandon Stokes in sixth. Ray Black Jr. in seventh. Mike Whitaker in eighth. Lonnie Barrington in ninth. And David Bigger rounding out your top 10. Looking at about 90 degrees on the track. But definitely a little bit hotter than it was in qualify. And I'm not sure if we're going to transition into night or not. I can't imagine not. You're watching PASKY Slam Cake Vapes Truck Series here at Daytona. We're coming to lap 4 of 100. We are under caution number 1. Not really sure what happened on that start. Seen a couple of guys going down underneath the yellow line, so I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on that again. It looks like Hollingsworth's going to stay on the inside. Tanner Coster to the outside. Byron Rodney going to be on the second row with Ryan Truex to the outside. Francois on the inside of row 3 with Brandon Stokes on his outside. So it should be a pretty good start. Pretty interesting. Keep an eye up here on the front. Hopefully we get a better start than we did in the beginning here. All right, lights are out. We're getting ready to go back green. Hollingsworth down on the inside, getting ready to bring these guys back to speed. Got a long way to go. We got 100 laps here. We're only coming to lap 5, so plenty of time to get it done. Pace car turns in. And we are about, there we go, we are green. Looks like guys are kind of settled in a little bit right now. You got Byron Rodney giving Jeff Hollingsworth a really good push. Then you got the 007 of Francois right behind them. Getting a little bit wiggly, but they seem to cool it out. Seeing some guys shifting. I'm not sure if we got somebody thinking about, 3 wide. No, going to tuck it on in the hole. Tanner Coster being pushed to the lead. Coster drops down to the inside. We've got a new leader, Tanner Coster. See if he can get to the line first. And now Ryan Truex charging on the outside with the 21 of Brandon Stokes right behind him. And it's going to show Ryan Truex as your leader. He is holding on to Brandon Stokes at the moment. You guys back there moving around, trying to get in and out of some of these lines. We got somebody blinking pretty bad up in that top line. I think it's the 707 of Whitaker. And it looks like Tanner Coster may get back to the line first and lead this lap. Yeah, it's going to show Tanner Coster as your leader. And here comes the outside line once again. Yeah, Whitaker's having 707's having some connection issues. You can see that truck kind of disappearing and riding the wall. Hopefully that clears up. Oh, wasn't sure what Truex was going to do there, if he was going to jump down to the inside line, but he stays up in the top. Now Coster going to try and get back out front. Who's going to be scored at the line? It's going to be Ryan Truex one more time at the line. Let's jump inside with Brandon Stokes real quick. Back down here with Hollingsworth in fourth. Back to Ray Black Jr. back here in seventh. And these guys are close. To see that outside line able to do something, not just single file racing going on. But Truex right now, 3 laps led on the outside. He's got the 21 of Brandon Stokes behind him, trying to push him back up to the front. Meanwhile, in the bottom line, you got Tanner Coster there with Jeff Hollingsworth and Byron Rodney. Go back to the back of the field a little bit here. Got Mike Warren and Ron Hollyfield running nose to tail. Go back here to Sam Cooper Bennett in the 11th. I mean in the number 11 with Matthew Terrell, Chad Witt, James McDavid. Let's go back up here towards the front. See where Stephen Parks is. Stephen Parks right now being shown 11th in the number 8. There he goes on the outside line, turn 4 racing. This is what we want to see, some nice long runs here. Coming out of 4. Side by side, we're got a nice outside line going so far. Was at the 07 of Ray Black Jr. kind of swinging a little bit higher. I don't know if he's trying to get air on the nose of that truck. Oh, Stephen Parks going to be pushed to the outside now. Not sure if that was something Parks wanted to do to drop back a little bit. Yeah, the outside line can get a good run, but then it kind of fades off. Most of the time, what we've been seeing is the outside run can get that driver up in front. Usually can clear the inside line and they can drop down, but then it's kind of like a domino effect. The next driver on the outside line usually clears them. So, oh, somebody's shooting way down low. But I think Ryan Truex doing the right thing just by staying up on that outside. He's got Brandon Stokes behind him. They're keeping right up there with Tanner Coster. So pretty good to stay up there. I think if he jumps down to the inside line, he'll be overtaken by Brandon Stokes in a lap or two. Oh, Stokes to the inside. Leaves Truex out there. And I believe that outside line's, there we go, getting a couple more help up there. The outside line's starting to shrink. Man, these guys are getting close up here in the front. Guys are doing a good job. The 007 of Francois is pretty much tucked up underneath the 24 right now. I wonder how long he can stay back there before it causes him any overheating problems. Oh, that was close right there. Almost a trouble. Oh, there it goes. It's going to be trouble. The big one. Wow, a lot of guys caught up in that one. Yeah, a lot of guys caught up in that one. Let's go back and take a look, see if we can decipher this. Find the 007 here. Let me back up a little bit more. There we go. Gonna get a little bit of a better angle here. See the 007 out there on the outside, second truck in. He kind of swung it up a little bit high, bumps the 24, and then I believe, yeah, right there, he was trying to come back down, and the 07 was there, and we see a lot of trucks getting caught up in that. Oh, we gotta ride with Parks. I think he made it through, but looked pretty scary. Let me see if I can find him. Let's drive with Parks. Oh, I'm not with Parks. Oh, let's back up again. Inside with Stephen Parks. There you see him slowing down, trying to avoid it. Wow, what a mess. Does a good job avoiding the whole thing there, but man, a lot of trucks caught up in that one. So Truex is staying out. Everybody else has come down pit road. See what kind of strategy that brings. Yeah, kind of rough. What was it, 007 kind of got shifted up to the outside, tried to come back down. The 07 was there. Not really any room for him to get in, and I mean, it was just on from there. We'll wait for them to come by, and we'll pull up the top 10. So far we've had 16 laps completed. We've had 8 lead changes. We still got 84 laps here to go. We're into caution number 2. All right, Truex is going to come in. That's going to give the lead up to Brandon Stokes. So Brandon Stokes up front a little bit earlier too. So Brandon Stokes, that'll be his 3rd lap led. Let's run through the top 10 and see where these drivers started. So you got Brandon Stokes up front. He started 7th. You got Tanner Coster, who started 6th. Lonnie Barrington, big mover right now, started 23rd. Corey Budnot started 18th. Got Mike Whitaker, who started 22nd, and looks like it might have cleared up for him. Kevin Paskowitz, who started 13th. And then you have Michael Warren, who started 27th. And then Stephen Parks, who started 9th. It's showing him as 10th, but my score is actually showing him as 8th. And then Ron Hollyfield started 19th. Johnny Antonucci started 16th. Got 100 laps here tonight. We're coming to lap 19. And let's take a look. So far, we have 27 trucks on the lead lap. Bob Lacavara is down 1. And David Bigger is also down 1. So those guys will be fighting for the lucky dog. They are in 28th and 29th. Bob Lacavara here in the 5, and then David Bigger in the 57. These guys are going to be looking for that lucky dog. And that video clip by PASKY, that was done by the driver in the number 8, Stephen Parks, did a really good job on it. All right, we're getting ready to go back green again here. We will have Tanner Coster on the inside, Lonnie Barrington on the outside, Mike Whitaker, Kevin Paskowitz, Stephen Parks, Mike Warren. And let's see, where's Stokes? He's going to be out in 21st. He opted to go in and get some fuel. We're going to have Lonnie Barrington in the number 23 starting in the 2nd spot. And Whitaker now up to 3rd. All right, side by side, lights are out. Pace car will be going in. We'll see if Coster waits, or is he going to go? Nope, he is gone. Green flag. Long inside line right there. Michael Warren not with the best start on the outside there. See if Paskowitz and Stephen Parks and the 12 of Willie Glenn can catch them and move that outside line back up to the front. see who will get to the line first. Is it going to be Tanacosta or Barrington? Barrington to the front. And now Stephen Parks and Kevin Paskwich on that outside line. And that's what I was saying before. You'll see the outside line can get the lead driver past the inside line. And then if they drop down, it just seems to be like a domino effect. You can't really get two drivers there. I mean, you really got to work it. It can be done, but they really need to break it up. Stephen Parks trying to get Kevin Paskwich up there to the front. Lonnie Barrington looks like he's going to make it to the line first again, lead another lap. So Lonnie Barrington got 2 laps led here tonight so far. Back here to the number 2, Nate Seifker, being pretty quiet so far tonight. Even a 707, Whitaker got a little bit of front end damage, but he seems to be hanging on pretty good. The outside line looks like they might be struggling a little bit. Go back to Lacavera. In the number 5, he is in front of the 57 of David Bigger. So Bob Lacavera right now sitting in the lucky dog spot. Then you got Brandon Stokes back there. He is on the lead lap up behind these guys. Ryan Truex, who was leading earlier, is back here in 22nd. Byron Rodney, who was up front, also now up in 19th. And Paskwich still up in that outside line, trying to bring these guys closer to the front. Looks like they're doing a pretty good job of it right now. Tanacosta are going to give the 23 just a little bit of a push, but look at that run that Kevin Paskwich is getting on the outside. They can hold a nice steady line and get Willie Glenn a little bit closer up with the 78 of Terrell also and the 77 of Chad Witt. Excuse me, they can make that outside line work. Paskwich close to getting the lead a lap. Definitely got that truck back up towards the front right now. Let's see who's going to get to the line first. Going to be Paskwich or is it going to be Lonnie Barrington? Looks like it's going to be Barrington to the line again. Paskwich almost there. So Barrington going to be 6 laps led that time by. Go back a little bit in the field. Michael Atkins Jr., who started on the pole back here in 11th, well, 10th and 11th, depending on when you look. Paskwich is going to jump down to the inside. We're going to have a new leader here. And that's exactly what I was saying. That outside line can get one truck by. If they can keep it up, eventually Stephen Parks will jump down in front of Paskwich. It's really hard to get 2 trucks over at the same time, but it can be done. Stephen Parks now almost side by side. There he goes with Kevin Pasquich. We'll see if these guys can get Stephen out in front and get Stephen to lead a lap here. Don't believe they're going to do it this time by. Yeah, Kevin Pasquich going to lead that one. Let's go back here to Willie Glenn. Let's take a ride with Willie. Right now sitting in the outside line in 5th, 6th. Kind of depending where you're looking. Go to Stephen Parks here in the lead on the outside line. Barrington just gave Kevin Pasquich a real nice shot. There comes Willie Glenn. Kind of stuck back here. Yeah, Parks will get scored for that one. I'm not sure how they swap spots, but Pasquich now trying to challenge Parks back on that lead. So far, Stephen Parks doing a pretty good job staying out front. Pasquich trying to get to the line first. That outside line not going to make it in time. Parks going to get another lap led. See some shuffling going on back here. Got about 15 laps so far on these trucks. See Barrington give Steve Parks a nice push right there. Go back to the 59. Antonucci sitting in 15th. Byron Rodney back here in 18th. James McDavid in at 92. Truex right behind him. See if Truex is going to stay in that outside line, or is he going to look for a spot? Oh, Byron Rodney going to be pushed up 3 wide. He's going to bring it back down in front of the 11 of Sam Cooper Bennett. back up here by Stephen Parks in the lead right now. The outside line struggling just a little bit. The 21 Brandon Stokes getting himself back up into 12th spot, slowly moving back forward. 77 of Chad Witt. And then right behind him is the pole sitter, Michael Atkins Jr. in that number 48 in that outside line, trying to get back up to the front. Oh, we got somebody underneath the yellow line. That was Barrington. Coming to lap number 35 this time. It looks like Paskowitz might be sizing up to jump in front of Stephen Parks. Not going to be able to do it that time. See if they can push him back again. Got a lap down truck in front of these guys. And I believe that, is that the 42? Yeah, Hollingsworth coming back into the pit, so he must have some severe damage on that truck. You see here on the outside line, Paskowitz can get up to Steve, and then they kind of break up. You see Willie Glenn go high like that. That kind of stalls that line down a little bit. If those guys can stay pretty straight and together, they can definitely get back up to Steve and probably push Paskowitz out in front of him. But if Willie Glenn in that 12 shoots high again, it just kind of breaks it up a little. Need some bold moves out there. The 11 of St. Cooper jumped down to the inside. Nate Siefker in that number 2 and 13, man, just kind of mired in that whole mess. And then if you look, where's Brandon Stokes at in that 21? He's down on the inside behind Ron Holyfield. He's got Bouchard behind him. That's another two drivers you'd want to see together. They can probably get something going here. The 59 of Antonucci right there. Back up to the front. Barrington doing a really good job keeping Steve out in the front. I don't really think he's having any heat issues. Now Paskowitz trying to push Koster now to the front. See if these guys can get it done. Oh, we got a big one going on again. Oh, the 48 part of that also. The pole sitter yellow flag is out. Let's take a look. If we can see where that started. Oh, it looked like the 707 got turned. A little bit of contact. Let's see if we can get a better camera angle here. Go back with Mike Whitaker here on the 707. I believe, yeah, they were 3 wide right behind him. And it looks like maybe the 49 might have got bumped into the 707. The 48 gets hit. Wow, a lot of trucks avoided that. Let's go in with the 48. See if I can find him here. Wow, the 5 of Bob Lacabara, man. Looks like he took a pretty hard hit also. Let's ride with Bob on that one real quick. Oh, come on. Why does it jump? Yeah, right into the grass. Wait for all of this to come back around, see who's where. But right now it is showing Tanner Coster in the lead. And we'll see if that's the case. We're into caution number 3. 18 lead changes already. We still got 61 laps to go. See what kind of weather we got here. Track temperature went down a little bit, 86 degrees, 69 in the air. So definitely cooling off a little bit. All right, we're just waiting for them to come back across the line so we can get scored the right way. I believe it's going to put Stephen Parks up into the lead. And Kevin Paskowitz will be second. 42 is going to take a wave around. 42 will be back on the lead lap. So right now we'll have 27 trucks. 27 trucks on the lead lap. The only truck right now that's going to be a lap down is going to be the 5 of Bob Lacabara. Take a quick look at the top 10. Stephen Parks, Kevin Paskowitz, Tanner Coster, Nate Siefker, Chris Bouchard, Lonnie Barrington, Willie Glenn, Robert Dudley, Chad Witt, Matthew Terrell. Yeah, we'll have one truck behind the wall. That's Jack Merkel in the number 19. Then the number 5 of Bob Lacavera will be the only truck a lap down. So if caution comes out and he's not involved in it, he'll get that lap back. We got a bunch of guys up here in the front. Parks, Paskowitz, Coster, Siefker, Bouchard, Barrington, Dudley, Glenn, Terrell. Be some fast drivers up here looking to try to stay out of trouble. We're just going to wait for the pace car to go in and get these guys back green one more time here. Stephen Parks, 9 laps led so far. Will be coming to 10 laps led, and we'll be coming to lap 43 when we take the green. Pace car goes in. Stephen Parks waiting for that green, and there he goes. Real good start on the inside with him and Coster, but look at Siefker and Paskowitz up there on the outside line. Siefker's been quiet all race. He's back up in the front now. See if these guys can do anything with that outside line. They got a real good run coming in to 3. Bouchard going to jump to the outside to get behind Seifer. No, he's going to stay down. Not sure if he was going to go up or got pushed up, but if he got pushed up, that was a good save. You'll see guys are back here swapping spots. Couple going up, couple going down. Somebody not making up their mind. Who's that in that blue truck? That's the 59 Antonucci. Wasn't sure which way he was going to go. Gets down on the inside line. Paskowitz with a strong charge on the outside. Park's going to beat him to the line. Let's show what's going on back here. I thought I saw 3 wide. A little bit further back, maybe not. Oh, who is that down on the bottom? Shot underneath the yellow line, looking for a place to come back in. I think that might have been Corey Budenot. Yeah, he got shoved down underneath the yellow line, looking for a place to come back in. And I believe Paskowitz, yeah, he did get in front with Siefker. There goes Stephen Parks to the outside now in front of the 12 of Willie Glenn. But he ain't having none of that. And the 97 Tanner Coster shoots it up to the outside. It looks like we were going to go 3 wide a little further back. They thought a little bit better of it. Paskowitz now out front. This will be 6 laps led this time by. And we have, who is that up in the top? Oh, that's Bob Lacavera. Wow, it was a scary moment. Does a good job, though, keeping it out of the way. Go back here to Paskowitz, Tanner Coster, Nate Siefker, and Stephen Parks. Stephen Parks going to drop it down in front of Bouchard and leave Coster out there alone. I think he's going to try and jump up maybe in front of Coster and see if he can get Coster to push him to the front. No, Coster going to jump in. The inside line going single file. Go back here. Wow, that was close. A 21 of Brandon Stokes jumping right in front of the 48 of Atkins Jr. And I believe that is Tanner Coster was jumping to the outside, jumps back in. We might be losing the outside line for a little bit here. Oh, we got somebody going around a 21 of Stokes. Let's go see what happened with him. The heck did he go? I lost him that fast. Let me back up and see what happened with Stokes here. No yellow, so we'll take a look and see what happened here with Stokes. Oh, wow. That definitely looked like some kind of a glitch, like his truck jumped. Nobody even there really to make contact with him. Looked like it just jumped. Meanwhile, let's go back up front. Got Paskowitz and Parks, now Siefker on the outside. And Siefker's got a truck full of Tanner Coster trying to get these guys out to the front. I see Atkins Jr. just jump up to the outside. About 77 of Chad Witt almost got shuffled to the outside. We got a smaller pack a little bit further back, and here goes Siefker to the lead. He's going to jump in front of Kevin Paskowitz. Tanner Coster now on the outside trying to get together with Chad Witt and Michael Atkins Jr. See who gets to the line first. Looks like it's going to be Nate Siefker. Paskowitz gave him a really good shove right there at the end to get him across the line first. And we're almost 3 wide behind these guys. The 48 of Atkins Jr. And we are going to go 3 wide. Now Stephen Parks riding that outside line. Got up there in front of Tanner Coster. See if they can bring Stephen Parks back to the front. Wow, a 3 wide again. Atkins Jr. in the middle. Chad Witt on the outside, and I believe that is kind of a toss-up between Bouchard and Byron Rodney. Atkins Jr. gets his way back in. But now Hollingsworth is in the middle. Wow, we got guys all over. There's a race right now between Stephen Parks and Nate Siefker to the line. Looks like Seifert on the inside is going to have the advantage so far. Let's go back. Who is that back there further back? I believe that's David Bigger with Ryan Truex, Ray Black Jr., Michael Warren, James McDavid, and Corey Boudinot leading, trailing that line. Tanner Coster now trying to take the lead from Stephen Parks. Stephen was able to get back up to the front and get back on that inside line. He's got Nate Seifert right behind him. Tanner Coster trying to get down there and grab a little bit of air off those guys. And Hollingsworth from a lap down to 6th in that number 42. That's a good run. That's a really good run. Stephen Parks will get scored for that one. Here comes Tanner Coster now on the outside. He's got Michael Atkins Jr. behind him, the 707 of Whitaker, and the 007 of Francois. And I believe Coster's going to get that one, so we're going to have another lead change right there. So Tanner Coster going to go back to the lead. He's going to jump in front of Stephen Parks. And Michael Atkins Jr. now going to run that outside line. Only 3 trucks up there with him in the front. They seem to be doing pretty good. There's the 21 of Brandon Stokes, man. Just in the wrong place, the wrong time. In jeopardy of going a lap down. You see, oh, the 21 going around again. Oh, and he gets whaled by the 49, the 12. So the 1. Let's go back. If we can see what happened here. What exactly happened here to get the 21 turn around? You see, he was getting ready to go a lap down. Here comes the pack. Oh, man, he got hit by the... Who was that on the inside? I believe that was Coster. And look at that. Wow, the 11, the 21, the 49, the 78, the 1... Go back one more time again here and see. Yeah, Coster went. I don't know what he was thinking. He wasn't going to be able to keep him with him. And look at that, up into the fence. Yeah, definitely some crazy physics going on. All right, so Paskowicz being shown, well, actually showing Michael Atkins Jr. as your leader. But he is further back. Where's he at? There we go. All right. We'll see. I can't imagine everybody staying out, but you never know. It looks like everybody's going to come down pit road. Let's see who's the big winners here. Yeah, I don't know. I think he was trying to plan on maybe taking him with him, but man, they were going night and day apart in speed. There was no way he was going to be able to bump him and keep him with him. So I'm not really sure what he was thinking when he hit him, but it had to have damaged Tanner Coster's nose. Because they were night and day difference in speed. There was no way he was going to bump him and keep him with him. And he didn't even really bump him straight, too. All right, we'll wait for these guys to come back around and see what happened. I'm sorry, see where they score everybody. Unfortunately, we got some guys that are going to be stuck in pit road. Robert Dudley, Willie Glenn, Brandon Stokes. Blackavara is back out on the track, and he is still one lap down. He's in 25th. He'll be the first truck a lap down. But right now it's showing... it's got Michael Atkins Jr. as the leader, but I believe once the 07 of Ray Black Jr. crosses the line, nope, he's going to go in. So that'll give the lead up to Stephen Parks once they cross the line. And Parks wasn't even really going to qualify. He was going to start in the back. A quick look at Stephen right now. Started 9th. Byron Rodney started 4th. Michael Atkins Jr. started on the pole. Mike Whitaker started 22nd. Tanner Coster started 6th. Nate Siefker started 14th. Jeff Hollingsworth started 2nd. Francois started 5th. Kevin Paskridge started 13th. Lonnie Barrington started 23rd. David Bigger started 11th. Hoot Baker started 29th. Good to see he's having a better night with connections and stuff. Chris Bouchard started 3rd. Ryan Truex started 8th. Michael Warren started 27th. Matthew Terrell started 25th. Matt Picard started 30th. James McDavid started 17th. Take a quick look at the summary. We had 28 lead changes. We got 40 laps to go. Stephen Parks right now leading. 15 laps led, coming to 16 laps led. Byron Rodney in 2nd. Guys are going to be racing harder now. Laps are starting to wind down because every position is going to count. Well, looks like Stephen Park's going to take the outside. I don't know if I understand that, but I guess we'll see what it does. So Park's on the outside, Byron Rodney on the inside. Mike Whitaker will be behind Stephen Parks, and Michael Atkins Jr. is going to be behind Byron Rodney. I'm not sure. Hopefully if Steven gets a podium here or a win, we can find out what he was thinking on this outside line start. I think this is a first. We're waiting on the pace car to drop on in. Pace car is in. And Park's on it. 48 looks like he had to back off a little bit. Stephen Parks is going to drop down in front of Byron Rodney. Mike Whitaker is going to run that outside line. I'm definitely confused on that start, but it worked. You see Whitaker now being pushed to the lead. Here goes Seifker down to the inside. So Seifker is going to take over the lead. Whitaker on the outside. He's got the 48 of Atkins Jr. giving him a push. Got a pretty big outside line. We'll see if these guys can hold it steady, keep it going. Whitaker trying to get that nose in front of Seifker. Is going to be close here at the line. And Mike Whitaker is going to take that one. Easy, guys, easy. We still have, let's see, 24 drivers on the lead lap. 7:07, Mike Whitaker is going to drop down in front of Nate Seifker. 48 of Atkins Jr. now on the outside line in the front, being pushed by Tanner Coster. The 23 of Lonnie Barrington back up there. The 8 of Stephen Parks shuffled back a couple spots. And we are going to go 3 wide up here in the front. See if he's going to drop it up in front of the 48. Mike Whitaker going to get around here to lead another lap. Going to be really close, but he is going to get to the line first. Oh, I missed it. Let's jump in with Stephen Parks, who's kind of stuck in the middle of all this right now. Team getting a little bit squirrely there. Oh, that was a close one. Michael Atkins Jr. is going to get out to the front. Seifker's behind him. Right behind them is 707 Whitaker. And we're going to be 3 wide back here. Brandon Stokes in the middle with Byron Rodney on the inside and Hoot Baker on the outside. Now Stephen Parks on the inside. So far it seems to be working pretty good for the 21, making that middle line work so far. And he's going to drop it down to the inside lane. Burkhart now in the middle. They quickly iron that out. And there goes the 21. He's 3 laps down, looking to try to get one of them back. And Hoot Baker up here in 4th. We got shuffling going on. Michael Atkins Jr. on the inside, 21 on the outside, trying to get a lap back. Brandon Stokes. And he's being pushed by the 23, Lonnie Barrington. The 28 to go this time by. Take a quick look at Hoot. Get some people out there rooting for him. He started 29th. He's sitting 6th. Hopefully he can have himself a good night here. He's had some connection issues and some bad luck, so hopefully that's changed here. Doing really good right now. 23 stuck on the outside. And he is going to get railroaded back unless he can get back in. Oh, and he scrapes the wall there by Stephen Parks. He's going to have to get in back behind the 8. He's going to lose a couple spots. Atkins Jr. still fighting it out here with 21. Right now that outside line doesn't seem to be going anywhere. At Burkhardt now up to 6th. On to 23, back up into the wall. Now I believe that's Corey Budenot now up on the outside being shuffled back. Jeff Hollingsworth up here in 2nd, trying to hang on. He was a lap down at one point. Only 4 to go. Brendan Stokes right now has got one of those laps back. See if he can stay out front. Looks like Bouchard, though, going to get a good run going on with Nate Siefker maybe on the outside with and the 44 Burkhardt. Oh, the 42 is starting to blink. Definitely not going to help that inside line. The 48's probably not too happy having the 21 in front of him. And we're 3 wide, a little bit further back. That quickly comes to an end. 3 wide up front. Hollingsworth now. Real close quarters with the 48 and the 28 of Chris Bouchard. We're 3 wide here with Tanner Coster. Stephen Parks caught in the middle of Hoot Baker and Bouchard. They get through that. Atkins Jr. still leading on the outside. He's got Siefker behind him. Right now the 42 of Hollingsworth has got the 21. Brandon Stokes, who is 2 to 3 laps down. Right now back on 3 laps down. Was 2 laps down. Now 2 laps down. We can just watch it back and forth all night. And look, 3 wide right behind him. It's starting to get a little bit dicey. Wow, Nate Siefker got shuffled up to that 3rd lane and falling back. See if he's going to drop in front of Rodney. Yeah, Rodney backs off and lets him in. Let's go back up front here now to Hollingsworth. He managed to get by the 48. I know the 48 cannot be happy having that 21 3 laps down in front of him. What's up there, Mr. Neff? $19 laps to go. Side by side, 97 and 48. And they're still going. Look at Hoot Baker on the move. Third place right now. Who definitely needs to get himself a good finish here tonight to change that streak of bad luck. $17 to go. And Jeff Hollingsworth goes back to the lead. Have a lap truck, I believe, going to be on the outside here on the backstretch. That's the 5 of Bob Lacavera. Yeah, Bob unfortunately got destroyed a little bit earlier. Yeah, he definitely can't be happy with having a 3-lap down truck in front of him because he lost the lead. Oh, and they're going around. Hoot Baker flying through the air. Oh, man, we were just talking about Hoot. Dang. Let's go back. He was airborne for quite a while. Watch the 82 there on the inside line. He gets hit by the 44, and look at him flying through the air. Let's fly with Hoot. Wow. The only thing you don't want to hear is silence underneath your car or your truck. Got to see that again. You see the 44 there on the outside. I'm not sure what happened, but they made contact. I don't know if the 44 thought he had a hole there or something. Wow, but look at Hoot fly up in the air. Let's go back with the 44 and take a quick look and see what he was thinking. Yeah, that's kind of odd. I mean, you can see he was there. Unless he had a little bit of help. All right, so let's take a quick look at what we got going on here. We have 34 lead changes. Right now, as it sits, we got 15 laps to go. So this could be the final restart when we come back. Let's take a look at the weather. 76 degrees on the track, so not too bad. Pretty cool. Jeff Hollingsworth out front. We'll see if he's going to bring them down pit road. But poor Hoot Baker, man. All the way up to third, having himself a good run here tonight. Thought the bad luck streak was going to be gone, and wow, he was flying through the air. All right, we'll be right back.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides in at a 4. Who's going to be into the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
All right, we're back. We have 13 laps to go. Got Hollingsworth and Tanner Coster up in the front row. Second row is going to be Atkins Jr. and Bouchard. McCart, Parks, Rodney, and Terrell. See if we can have a green flag run to the end here. Maybe get a photo finish. Got Hollingsworth up here, 10 laps led, starting on the inside. Tanner Coster going to start on the outside. Gloves are off. Still anybody's race, though. 13 laps, still a long ways to go here at Daytona. Pace car goes in. Hollingsworth goes. And the green flag is out. Parks down to the inside. Byron Rodney right behind him. 42, Hollingsworth alone. 97 going to jump back down on the inside. Going to be single. No, Atkins Jr. going to go to the outside. Bouchard going to try and give a push to the 42. And here comes the 97 of Coster to the outside. Oh, Stephen Parks going down. Hard hit for Parks. Looks like he might have just had a little bit of help there from the 75. And the 44, yeah, wow, hard hit for Parks. Back up to the front. Atkins Jr. almost making contact. I believe that was with Chris Bouchard. And once again, they make contact. And we are going to go 3 wide here up in the front. It'll be 3 wide, a couple rows deep. Oh, this is not going to end well. And Budnot down to the inside. No yellow flag. We are 3 wide, a couple rows deep. Oh, who was that? The 57 of David Bigger got scraped up into the wall. 78, Matthew Terrell up to 4th. Yellow out. And say, oh, Hoot Baker, no. Looked like something bad happened back here. Let's go 3 wide. Hoot Baker, Chad Witt. Oh, Chad Witt thought he was clear maybe. Let's take a ride with Chad Witt on that one and see. And he was in the middle. And I think he might have thought he was clear to get up in front. Man, and he goes for a spin and a good ride. That's going to leave Hollingsworth out front, Tanner Coster, Michael Atkins Jr., Matthew Terrell in 4th, Chris Bouchard up here in 5th, Matt Burkhart in 6th, Francois Pelletier in 7th, and Byron Rodney 8th, David Bigger 9th, Kevin Paskowitz 10th. We'll see if anybody decides to come down one more time from this front pack. I don't think so. I don't think I would come down now. Right now sitting with 9 laps to go. Could be the last start of the night. We're into caution number 6 with 34 lead changes. And that's a lot of lead changing going on. Sit inside with our pole sitter here tonight. Black Jr. sitting back here in 10th. Ryan Truex sitting back here in 11th. Where'd he start? Started 8th. Stephen Parks back out in 17th. Definitely going to be a shootout here for the finish. Where's Nate Seifker? Nate Seifker is back here in 15th. Ron Hollyfield right behind him in 16th. And then Stephen Parks in 17th. So some of these guys that were up in the front a little bit ago find themselves back here towards the end of this race. Wait for the lights to go off, get these guys double filed up, and go for the last start of the night. Hollingsworth out front, Tanner Coster, and Michael Atkins Jr., Matthew Terrell. Sitting in 5th is Chris Bouchard. 6th is Francois Pelletier. Byron Rodney in 7th. David Biggers 8th. Kevin Paskewicz 9th. Ray Black Jr. 10th. Ryan Truex 11th. James McDavid 12th. Mike Whitaker 13th, Johnny Antonucci 14th, Nate Seifker rounding out your top 15. Lights should be going out this time by. All right, sit tight. This is going to be it. Be 5 laps to go when they get the green. Hollingsworth on the inside, Tanner Coster on the outside. Still anybody's race. We got our 75 Byron Rodney student driver back here in 7th. Had to do it, Byron. All right, wait for the pace car to go on in. Hollingsworth going to bring these guys hopefully to the final start of the night. And there he goes. Green flag is out. Hollingsworth got a great run, and we almost went 3 wide, a little bit further back. Some contact back here between the 57 and the 007. Tanner Coster to the outside. He's got Matthew Terrell with him, 3 wide back here with Byron Rodney. Oh, that is so close. Look at that. That is so close. There's going to be contact. Oh, the 78 up. And that is going to end it. 75 on his roof. The 57 hit. And I believe it's going to give it to Hollingsworth. I don't think we're going to go back green. But let's go back and see what happened here. See the 48 in the middle up front. Byron Ronnie a little further back. Oh, yeah, the 78 goes around. A lot of guys caught in that one. Got a bunch of guys able to make it through. Right now it's showing Jeff Hollingsworth in the lead. Showing 4 laps to go. Quite possible we may go back green, but I'm not too sure. Highly unlikely, but now wait, is it going to show Tanner Costa? Yeah, it's showing Tanner Costa up in the front, so I'm not sure. And the 7 spinning under caution. The 07, I should say. We see what happened with him. Well, looks like he just lost it. Let's see what happens here. Where are they going to score this at? Because right now it's showing Tanner Costa in the lead. I thought Hollingsworth crossed the line first, but I'm not sure. .35 lead changes. 3 laps left. You have to watch this close. Michael Atkins Jr., who started on the pole right now, being scored in 3rd. And at number 48. 2 laps to go. And the lights are still on, so I believe that is going to end it. Now we'll take a break while these laps wind out, and we'll be right back.
Growing up as a kid in Oklahoma, where I'm from, the Chili Bowl is the biggest race that we have. The Chili Bowl has kind of been my favorite race of the year. Growing up a dirt racer in Oklahoma, that's kind of the holy grail.
All right, there's your winner. Tanner Costa started 6th, got 17 laps led, going to take it home on the podium. So congratulations, Tanner Costa, Jeff Hollingsworth, and Michael Atkins Jr. going to round out your top 3. We'll wait for these guys to cool off a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and get some interviews in. We had 35 lead changes. And we had 100 laps here at Daytona. All right, we'll start with Michael Atkins Jr. We'll work our way down from 3-2 to 1. Let me see if I can find him here. All right, Michael Atkins Jr., you got the SR booth. You got a copy. Hey, man. Well, first of all, congratulations starting on the pole. That was definitely a great qualifying lap, man. You got up there. You got to lead a bunch of laps. Make your way back up to the top 3 there at the end, man. Run us through your night. Oh, wait, hang on 1 second. Sorry about that. 1 second. I got you muted here. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
First off, I got to apologize to the guys for that initial start on the race. I was in second, but it still had me registered in 4th somehow. So I had to bounce in neutral by then. It was messed up from the get-go. So that has somewhat accordion effect to the first caution, but overall it was a pretty good night. Typical Daytona. Just with the trucks, it pokes such a big hole in the air. It just keeps everybody wadded together and create such big runs. So it's hard to block every lane.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. You had a great qualified lap. You definitely had a strong truck up there. We saw some incidents. We saw you get shuffled back a little bit, but you know, you managed to get yourself back up where it counted towards the end, at least up in the top 3. Got to help you a little bit in the points, having a better finish here tonight. You know how it is when you come to Daytona. I mean, anything can happen.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you're going to go to the front, get shuffled back, wind up back to the front. It's just product of these type of races. So we used our 2 fast pairs up and got tapped on the left rear there before midpoint of the race, and Luckily, we didn't hit nothing, and I got the truck stopped. It was only 10 seconds optional, so we was able to still be competitive and get it back up to the top 3.
Yeah, not too bad, man. Well, listen, man, it was a good effort there. Third place finish, so not too bad. You got some laps led, so you get a couple points for that, and hopefully this will go down as a decent one for you tonight, man, and keep you moving forward.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But on to next week.
Yes, sir. Hey, before we let you get out of here, anybody you want to shout out to, bud?
Give a shout out to my wife who's still up. My son tried to stay up so he could do some couple rounds of Fortnite before it got too late, but well, it's Daytona, so what you expect? So he had to go to bed early. So shout out to my 2 boys sleeping, one in the crib in his own bed tonight.
Awesome. Yeah, I got 2 of them that are addicted to Fortnite too, man. So I know the pain there, brother. Anyhow, man, I know it ain't the win, but you had a great qualify run, man. So congratulations on grabbing the pole here tonight and getting back up to 3rd, dude. And hopefully you carry this into next week, man.
All right, thank you. One more shout out. I forgot to do it Friday night. Shout out to Robert Dudley and his family, and everything that happened to him, losing his mother, I think it was. So let him know. Shout out to him. Let him know family's doing our prayers.
Yeah, yes, sir. All right, man. We'll talk to you later. Go celebrate, bud.
Thank you.
All right, that was 3rd place, Michael Atkins Jr. We're going to get a word in with Jeff Hollingsworth here, who finished 2nd. Jeff Hollingsworth, that's our booth. You got a copy.
Hey, Paul. How you doing, bud?
Good, man. Hey, dude, I'll tell you what, great comeback, dude, from going down. I believe you were down a lap. I don't think you were down 2 laps.
I was.
Yeah. To come back here and fight for the win. I thought you crossed the line first. I was surprised that it scored Tanner across the line first. But, man, run us through your night, dude.
It was eventful, man. It was a lot of fun. That O'Reilly Auto Parts Tundra was flying. I got a lap down just because I had some damage from that very first caution. Francois, I think his name is. Anyway, got in my right front fender. So instead of using any of my resets, I was like, well, it's early. I'll just get it fixed. And then when I got it fixed, it didn't fix it all the way. You know how that works. So
Yeah.
that's how I got the lap down. But ended up, I pit right after they lapped me and came out with just still 1 lap down. That caution came out 2 laps later. So I took the wave and it worked. And then at the end, I usually just like to play it cool and stay in the back. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try. And got up there, was running in the lead with the lead pack guys. A lot of crazy moves. I'm sure it was good on the broadcast. And I thought I was ahead too on the scoring loop. I guess it got me in the middle of 3 and 4 when the wreck started, and put me P2. But hey, I'll take P2 because you saw what happened Friday.
Yeah, I was really surprised because, I had you down as the leader. And when I saw that last caution come out, I figured we weren't going to go back green. But then when it had Tanner get in front of you, I was like, did I miss something? But I'll tell you what, dude, not a bad comeback, man, from coming down, coming back from being a lap down to a 2nd place finish, man. Definitely got to be good. With some crazy moves out there for sure, man. Some good racing, too. A lot of pressure all night long.
There was. You couldn't stop paying attention. You couldn't, I chew tobacco. It was hard for me to spit. It was, you got to keep your eyes all way in front of you and keep your car in line and watch everybody else. You got to be on your toes, man. That's that's the thing about it. But yeah, there's some pretty aggressive, some pretty I would say brave moves, maybe. Anyways, I survived it. That's all I care about. You know me, man. It was a crapshoot. I 50-50 I was going to wreck out, so I'll take P2, definitely.
And it's Daytona. I mean, Daytona can be that way. It seemed like this year at Daytona has just been, in all the leagues that we broadcast and even the leagues that I run in, man, it just seemed like Daytona this year was a lot worse than it's been in prior years, you know what I mean? But you guys did good, man. Not bad. We had a record-breaking 35 lead changes tonight, man, which is just crazy. Yeah, I mean that's how much that outside line would come to life and then die off and come to life. So we definitely seen some action here tonight, man.
Yeah, that's cool. I can't wait to watch the broadcast. It's going to be fun. We had a couple celebs in here. You had old Ryan Truex there, and of course Ray Black and crispy shards, and that'll be fun, man.
Yeah.
Also, quick shout out to my son-in-law and his father Buzz. They're probably watching. Just say hey to them, my teammates, and you guys for broadcasting, and the league for putting this on. Kevin and Byron and all the good guys that put this league on for us to enjoy. A lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely a lot of good. And don't forget Slam Cake Vapes, man, for supporting the truck series here.
Cake Vapes.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
All right, well, listen, man, great comeback for you, man, to get a second place finish tonight after being a lap down, man. It's not the win, but like you said, man, 50-50, you're going to come out, and you come out with second. So go celebrate, dude, and we'll catch up with you again next time.
Right on. Also, shout out quick to Tanner for the win and Michael for the other podium. Top 5 guys. And look at old Kevin, man. He stayed up there and got him a 6th place in front of Ryan Truex, so it's got to be something good.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one. We'll see you Friday, brother.
All right. Go celebrate.
Thank you, sir.
All right. That was second place, Jeff Hollingsworth. We are going to get a word in with our winner as soon as I can find him here. Here we go. All right. I got Tanner Coster in the booth. This is the SR booth. You got a copy, brother?
Yes, I do.
All right, man. First of all, congratulations on the win. I was just talking to Jeff Hollingsworth. I wasn't sure that, I thought he was actually across the line first. Then we saw it put you up in the front, man. You got 17 laps led from a 6th place start. Run us through your race, buddy.
Yeah, usually for these super speedway races, I stick out in the back, try to avoid the wrecks and be there at the end. But I threw down a pretty good qualifying lap and figured I'd just try to stay up the top 5 most of the night, and that's what I did. I was ahead of all the crashes, minus that one where I got into Brandon when he was like 15 mile an hour slower than us. But other than that, kept the truck clean, still got both my fast repairs, just kept it up front. And that last restart, me and Matthew were talking, he says, I'm going to push as hard as I can. I said I was going to tell you to. So big thanks to him. Without him, I wouldn't have gotten the win. I know he got wrecked out there from some netcode or something, but yeah, I edged out Jeff right when the caution came out, so I know it was close, though.
Yeah, we definitely seen some strange things out there. I've seen a couple of glitches. Obviously, if you go back and watch, you'll see a few spots where there were some glitches that were just really unexplainable. But, I'll tell you what, all in all, man, not a bad race. We had 35 lead changes here tonight, man, which is really crazy. That's a lot of lead changes. And we seen you kind of all over tonight, man. Up in the front, back a little bit, back up front, and then come here and take the win with 17 laps led, man. That's got to be feeling pretty good for what it's been like at Daytona this year.
Yeah, I've been close a lot of races to some good finishes and some wins, and it just hadn't worked out. Had some things happen, but anybody's got a good shot here, and I just tried to keep it up there where I could see the front, and any chance I had, go up there and make a move, get to the lead, just try to be in the right spot at the right time, and evidently that's what happened tonight.
I just got to ask you, when you had that incident with Stokes, I mean, you guys came up on him really quick. Were you expecting him to get out of the way, or were you trying to grab onto him and push him with you guys?
Well, typically when you're a single car and you got the whole pack coming up on you, you move to the high line, let the leaders go on by, and tag onto the back. So I was anticipating he was going to move, and he just never did. And he was right in front of me, and I had cars to my outside, so I really had nowhere to go, and I wasn't going to lose the position I had trying to not get into him. So, yeah.
Yeah, we weren't really sure. Did you get a lot of damage from that?
I had 0.7 seconds of damage when I went to the pit, so I got that fixed, and that was the only damage I had all night.
That's not too bad. Yeah, we weren't sure because we really didn't get back to the front of your truck to see. I said I imagine you must have suffered some damage from it because that was a pretty hard hit. But thankfully, it wasn't worse than what it was because that could have been a disaster right there, man. But glad to see you able to get through that. And, man, once again, dude, congratulations on the win. 17 laps led from a 6th place start, man. You definitely got to be feeling good.
Yeah, it was a good race for sure. Glad to lead some laps and finally get the result I'm looking for.
Yeah, 35 lead changes here, man. And you got the one that counts at the checkers. So congratulations. And before we let you go, anybody you want to shout out to?
I always got to give a shout out to my fiance, Allison. She sat here the whole night watching me do this thing, and I know she was getting a little bored at times, but huge thanks to her. Big thanks to Matthew for that push. My dad and they were watching a little bit. Michael, my mom, my dad, everybody that puts the league on. It was good race. A lot of fun racing up there at the front.
Well, congratulations again on the win, man. From 6th place, 17 laps led, taking the checkers. We'll catch up with you next time, man. Go celebrate.
All right, thanks.
All right. All right, that was your winner. Tanner Coster in the number 97 comes out of here with the checkered flags. Got 17 laps led from a 6th place start. And good to see him grab the win here, man. Not a bad race. I can't believe 35 lead changes, though, man. That's a lot of lead changes. Some real good racing going on. So, you guys did a great job here. All right, we're going to run over the results, and we are going to get out of here. And we won't be on next week because here at SR Broadcasting, we're going to be moving, so everything's got to be taken apart and re-put back together. So we'll be down a week. Hopefully that's all it is. Possibly could be 2 weeks, but hopefully just a week. And we'll be back just as soon as we get everything back together. So hopefully we brought a decent race for you here tonight. I know being alone in the booth isn't really interesting, so hopefully I wasn't too boring for y'all, and we'll see what happens next time. Anyhow, Tanner Coster is going to take home the win with 17 laps led from a 6th place start. Jeff Hollingsworth's going to finish 2nd. Michael Atkins Jr. finishes 3rd. 4th will be Chris Bouchard. 5th goes to Francois Pelletier. Kevin Paskowitz will finish 6th. 7th goes to Ryan Truex. Mike Whitaker will finish 8th. Nate Siefker finishes 9th. Johnny Antonucci finishes 10th. 11th goes to Stephen Parks. Lonnie Barrington will finish 12th. Matt Burkhart 13th. Michael Warren 14th. Sam Cooper Bennett 15th. Ray Black Jr. 16th. Willie Glenn 17th. David Bigger 18th. James McDavid 19th. 20th goes to Chad Witt. 21st is Robert Dudley. 22nd is Brandon Stokes. 23rd is Byron Rodney. Corey Budnout finishes 24th. Matthew Terrell 25th. Ron Hollyfield 26th. Bob Lacavara 27th. And poor Hoot Baker, man, with a 28th place finish, was up in 3rd at one point. Thought the black cloud was lifted off him, but unfortunately we saw him go flying through the air, and he'll finish 28th. And then 29th is Jack Merkel. So hope you enjoyed the race. We'll be back again live, like I said, maybe in a week, possibly 2 weeks. Until then, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate you being here, and have a safe trip out there.